Hello, in today's video we will be scanning a target that we're going to attack. We're going to perform an Nmap scan, look at what services, applications and versions are running on the target machine, and then we will use metasploit, which is a tool that contains many different exploits, auxiliaries and payloads. We're going to target one specific vulnerability and we're going to directly exploit it. So as you can see, this is my Kali Linux machine. This is where we're going to perform the attack from. This metasploitable 2 machine is our attack target. I'm going to start by finding its IP address. So we can see the IP address right there, 192.168.208.129. Let's start by performing a quick Nmap scan. Sudo Nmap sv 192.168.208.129. Now the scan has finished and we can see all the different ports that are open and has running services on them, what kind of application and which version number is running on a different type of ports. So we're just going to go straight ahead and target the first port we see, which is 21, service FTP, which is running SFTPD 2.3.4. The first thing we're going to do is to launch metasploit, and to do that we're going to type msf console. And when metasploit has loaded, let's go back to our Nmap scan and copy the application name and the version number, and inside the metasploit we're going to type search for our application name and the version number. Straight away we get this specific exploit. The way we know it's an exploit, it's the first thing that is specified in this path, and it's for Unix systems also. We can also look at the rank. This is something I usually like to do, especially if you have multiple results. I'm not sure who is ranking these, but the better the rank is, the higher probability of having a successful attack. I'm going to copy this path, write use, and paste in our result. And now I want to type show options. This way we see what we have to fill in for the exploit to work. So it does not need C host. We see if it's required and it says no. Either is C port. Same for proxies. However, R hosts we do have to require. If you're not sure what the things under the names are, just have a look at the description, guys, and we can see that it's a target hosts. So this is going to be the machine that we're going to target, and that is going to be our metasploit machine, which has this IP. So let's fill that in. The way we do that is to type in set and the name, which is going to be our hosts, and then the value, which is going to be the IP address, 192.168.208.129. And then let's try to run. And when the exploit has finished running, we can see that it has successfully launched a shell session on our target machine. It also actually specifies that we have launched it as root. Let's see. So this looks a bit weird because usually when you are launching a terminal, there is something else that's specified in the beginning. But by just typing the same commands like ls to look at the content on where we are, we do see that it's working exactly like a normal shell session. So let's type who am I, and wow, okay, so we are actually root. That's interesting. So everything we do now, this is actually happening on our target machine. Maybe I should create a file. First, let's just see where we are. So we're in the root directory. Let's change our directory into home, so it's going to be easier for you to see when we have created a file. cd home ls, here we have FTP MSF admin service user. Let's create a file and call it you got hacked.txt.txt. Okay, and now let's go to our target machine. Now if you write ls, you can actually see that now we have the file we created from our attack session where we spawned the shell. We created this file and called it you got hacked.txt, and this is now created on our target machine. So we used Nmap to scan our target, look for services that are running, what kind of application and version number using Nmap, and then we targeted this specific application and version using MSF consoles. This is quite easy, especially if you're dealing with vulnerable services and versions.